Welcome to the Fun with Friends podcast, hosted by me, Allie, featuring my friends. What is up, everyone? Welcome to the Fun with Friends podcast. This is the quarantine episode. Dun dun dun. And I'm your host, Allie. So as you all know, the Rona is going around, and due to that, everyone's practicing social distancing. A lot of things have shut down, and a lot of the events that I had planned over the next couple of months have been canceled or postponed. For example, we had a whiskey tasting that has moved to October, to my birthday in October, so that kind of worked out perfectly. And a couple of other things that have moved or again been canceled. So because of this, it is a little difficult to, hang out with people. So I've gone ahead and made the decision to call this the end of season 1 of the Fun with Friends podcast. So we've done, I think, 13 episodes. This one's the 13th, I believe, and I think that's a good number to go ahead and end on. Never in a million years thought I would even record 13 episodes of anything ever. So it's been a good run, I think, and it's a good spot to call it done for the season. And the plan is to pick back up with new episodes on the other side of this pandemic. So once we can start socializing again and things are opening up again, we'll start going to events and recording new episodes. The goal is, hopefully that will be around June when I'll start releasing new episodes. If you're like me and you're just getting started with podcasting, it can be scary and overwhelming. That's why Anchor is such a great choice. It's one of the easiest ways to make a podcast, and best of all, it's free. It also has great creation tools that allow you to record and edit your podcast right from your phone or your computer. Another great feature of Anchor is that they'll distribute your podcast for you. Your listeners will be able to access your podcast on Spotify, Apple Podcasts, and many others. You can also make money from your podcast using Anchor, and that's with no minimum listenership. It's everything you need to make a podcast in one place, and it's easy to use. Download the free Anchor app or go to anchor.fm to get started today. In the meantime, I will be dropping the occasional bonus episodes, and those will be featuring stories from the cutting room floor. So keep an eye out for those. They will be fun little stories and little snippets of things that I had to cut out, because usually when I record the podcast, we end up with probably anywhere from 2 to 4 hours of audio in some instances. So a lot of that does not actually make it into the episode. So I'll be releasing some of the funnier stories that just didn't make it because of time constraints. So again, keep an eye out for those. I will try to do it bi-weekly just to keep on that schedule, but no guarantees. Everything's a little wonky right now. It's also the perfect time to listen to our previous episodes. You can find those on Anchor FM, Google Podcasts, Apple Podcasts, as well as Spotify and a few other platforms. Definitely also follow us on our social media accounts. We are on Instagram, Twitter, and Facebook, especially on our Twitter account @FunFriendsPod1. We share a lot of information on other podcasts that we highly recommend, especially during this time where folks are working from home or may have a little extra time on their hands. It's the perfect time to go in and check out some new podcasts and to catch up on podcasts that you haven't listened to in a while. So definitely check out our social media for those podcast recommendations, and definitely listen to some of our previous episodes. I hope you are all staying safe and staying healthy. And as always, my friends, practice social distancing, wash your hands, and have some fucking fun. Goodbye.